cannot wait to see what Penn State's defense is going to look like under former Ohio State defensive coordinator Jim Knowles. We all know Jim Knowles is very good at what he does. If you just look at Ohio State's defense and their improvements from 2021 to 2025, it's very obvious. That being said, Ohio State fans did have some complaints, and I think they were pretty valid. A lot of them talked about the defensive linemen, the edges, and not getting pressured, not getting sacks consistently. They were a good defense yardage-wise, scoring-wise, but they weren't creating negative plays, they weren't creating havoc, and they weren't taking the ball away. Penn State, on the other hand, has always been a defense that absolutely thrives. It has been their identity to take the ball away, to create havoc, to get pressure on the quarterback. They asked Jim Knowles about this specifically, and I know this is what makes him great. It's what makes him who he is. It's what won Ohio State a national title, but his answer, kind of concerning. He said, to me, you can't just win the game with turnovers. To me, the more telling factor is really explosive plays. That's the one that hits home with me in terms of how it relates to winning. Turnovers have a percentage, but explosive plays, I think, have a bigger percentage in terms of limiting them and how that relates to winning. So again, it doesn't seem like creating havoc, getting sacks, getting pressure on the quarterback, forcing turnovers is really going to be a huge priority for Jim Knowles. That's a pretty big change for Penn State, and I'm pretty sure now with that context, you can understand why I'm so curious how it's going to look for Penn State.